Ecstasy of Contemplation. I entered, but I knew not where, and there I stood, not knowing, all science transcending. I knew not where I entered, for, when I stood within, not knowing where I was, I heard great things. What I heard I will not tell. I was there as one who knew not, all science transcending. Of peace and devotion the knowledge was perfect, in solitude profound. The right way was clear, but so secret was it that I stood babbling, all science transcending. I stood enraptured in ecstasy beside myself, and in my every sense no sense remained. My spirit was endowed with understanding, understanding naught, all science transcending. The higher I ascended, the less I understood. It is the dark cloud illumining the night, therefore he who understands knows nothing ever, all science transcending. He who really ascends so high annihilates himself, and all his previous knowledge seems ever less and less. His knowledge so increases that he knoweth nothing, all science transcending. This knowing that knows nothing is so potent in its might that the prudent in their reasoning can never defeat it. For their wisdom never reaches to the understanding that understandeth nothing, all science transcending. This sovereign wisdom is of an excellence so high that no faculty nor science can ever unto it attain. He who shall overcome himself by the knowledge which knows nothing will always rise, all science transcending. And if you would listen, this sovereign wisdom doth consist in a sense profound of the essence of God. It is an act of His compassion to leave us not understanding, all science transcending. The same subject. In an act of daring love, and not of hope abandoned, I mounted higher and higher, so that I came in sight of the prey. That I might come in sight of that prey divine, I was forced to fly so high as to be lost to sight. Yet in that act supreme I grew weaker in my flight, but my love was still so strong that I came in sight of the prey. When I ascended higher, my sight grew faint and dim, and my greatest conquest was in the darkness made. But as my love was strong, blindly forth I leapt. I mounted higher and higher, so that I came in sight of the prey. In a way most strange, I made 1,000 flights in one, for the hope that is from heaven, what it hopes, attains. This was my only hope, and my hope was not in vain, for I mounted higher and higher, so that I came in sight of the prey. But the nearer I drew, in this act sublime, the more lowly, base, and vile, and humiliated I grew. I said, none can reach it, and abasing myself more and more, I mounted higher and higher, so that I came in sight of the prey. End of section 5.